Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Nick from Australia. Welcome to round 25 of the NRL, the final round of the regular season. Finals football begins next weekend. I cannot wait. This is the final round of the season, so, if your team is not making the finals, then I guess this will be the last weekend you'll see your team play until next February for the preseason stuff and March next year for 2022 NRL season. But I guess enjoy it while you can. But I hope you guys are doing well on this Tuesday night. Big round of footy. So many things still to happen within the round this weekend. So many things can happen. You've got Raiders versus Roosters. If Raiders win and Sharks lose to Melbourne, Raiders play finals. If Raiders lose and Sharks win, Sharks play finals. If Raiders and Sharks both lose and Gold Coast beat the Warriors by, I think, 20 points or more, then the Gold Coast play finals. So many things to happen. If Melbourne lose and Penrith win, Penrith finishes minor premiers. So many things to happen this weekend, but let's get into the round 25 tips. And it all kicks off Thursday night footy up there at BB Prince Stadium in Mackay. It is the Canberra Raiders up against the Sydney Roosters. Canberra are outsiders here. The Roosters are favourites at $1.70. Canberra at $2.15. This game is being kicked off at 7:50 on Thursday night. The Roosters, they get a few players back. Obviously, Manu's not there due to that injury. Roosters get back Crichton, Jared Waerea-Hargreaves, Josh Myers, and Matty Cavallo. As for the Green Machine, Simonson and Dunamis Louis are out. So, Terence Nickel-Clockstar goes to fullback. Rapinen goes back onto the wing. Sam Williams is in the reserves, and it looks like Sia Soliola is also he's back in the side as well for the Green Machine. This is a hard game to pick because the Roosters have got a lot of players that are from New South Wales Cup. Canberra have got a very great opportunity here to get the job done. They have not been playing well this year. They've done well to get around that 8th position. The question is, though, do they deserve to play finals football? I guess we'll find out on Thursday night. But this is going to be a really tight game, in my opinion. I'm going to tip Canberra. I think Canberra at the moment, they're a bit more healthy than the Roosters. The Roosters have got a lot of injuries. It's hard to see them winning this. I wouldn't be shocked if they did. So I'm going to go for an upset. I'm going to go the Raiders here. I'm going to go the Raiders. Raiders by 4, 20 points to 16. And I reckon Terence Nickel-Clockstar can score a try at any time. So I'm going the Raiders by 4, 20 points to 16. Terence Nickel-Clockstar to score a try at any stage on Thursday night. Let's move on to Friday night football. It's a doubleheader at Cbus Super Stadium. First game kicking off at 6 p.m. It is the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks up against the Melbourne Storm. Melbourne are $1.30. Cronulla at $3.50. It's pretty simple for Cronulla. If you win, you're in. If you lose, you could be out, depending on what happens with Canberra Thursday night and the Gold Coast on Saturday. On Sunday, I should say. Sorry. Now, Melbourne are resting a lot of players. Munster, Welsh, the Kafusi, the Bromwich brothers, Addo Carr's out with a hamstring, Remus Smith and Eisenhuth, all rested. But Melbourne still have so many quality players, and Pappenhausen, Hines, Hughes, and all these sort of players. Cronulla look pretty good as well. The odds for the game, Melbourne $1.30, Cronulla $3.50. This is a big game for the Sharks. It really is. A bit like the Raiders. Very, very big game for them. But look, Melbourne have named a side that I think is still capable of winning. Melbourne have had players out a lot this year and still won the games. I'm not convinced that it will be a tight game. I mean, I'm not convinced that Cronulla can beat Melbourne. So I think this game will be somewhat of a tight game. So I'm going to go the Melbourne Storm here by 10. I'm going to go Melbourne 24 points to 14. I reckon Nico Hines can score a try at any time against the Sharks. He's off to the Sharks next year. Should be a tight game, this one, but I don't know if the Sharks can beat the Storm. So I'm going to go Melbourne by 10, 24-14. Nico Hines to score a try at any time on Friday night. The other game on Friday night at the doubleheader is kicking off at 8:05 p.m. It is Parramatta versus Penrith. Penrith are $1. They're $1. They're literally $1.05. Parramatta at $13. Parramatta are resting a lot of players though. Gutherson, Paulo, Niokore, Moses, Wagga Blake, all rested. Penrith have pretty much named their full strength side. I mean, Parramatta have got Will Smith on the halves and captain. Jake Arthur is in halves again. Tom Opacek is back. Good Lord. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Penrith win this, and they win it really well. Parramatta, they've rested the whole team. I don't know why they've done that. They can still make the top 4. I don't know why they've done this, but I think they're preparing themselves for 5th or 6th spot on the ladder by the looks of things. So I'm going to go Panthers here by 40. I think they'll be far too good. I'm going to go the Panthers 46 points to 6 on Friday night. And I reckon Isaiah Yeo can score a try at any time. Panthers to win well on Friday night football. Let's move on to Super Saturday. The first game kicking off at 3 p.m. up there at Suncorp Stadium. It is the Brisbane Broncos up against the Newcastle Knights. Newcastle are $1.55 favourites here. The Broncos at $2.50. Newcastle are resting Hymel Hunt, Jacob Safidi, Jaden Bradley and Mitchell Barnett. The Broncos have got 2 players out suspended, and Brendan Piakure and Thomas Flegler, both out suspended. Now, these top sides only played a few weeks ago, and Newcastle ended up winning by about 8 points or so. Expect the Broncos to look for revenge here. Now, Newcastle will finish 7th on the ladder no matter what, so it doesn't really matter what happens to Newcastle in this game. I would not be surprised if the Broncos did get the result, but I am going to tip Newcastle here in a tight one. Newcastle to beat the Broncos by 4 points. I'm going to go Newcastle 22 points to 18. Should be a tight one. And I reckon Brady Jones can score a try at any time for the Newcastle Knights. Knights to win 22 points to 18, but the Broncos are capable if they show up. Saturday night at 5:30 p.m. up there at Queensland and Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. It is my team, the North Queensland Cowboys, up against the Manly Warringah Seagulls. Manly are $1.05. The Cowboys are at $9. The Cowboys have got 1 out. Reuben Cotter out due to injury, so Jason Taumalolo goes back to lock. Hess goes into the front row. As for Manly, they're pretty much 1 through to 17, except Tanel Paseka comes in to foul Sipley by the looks of things, and Sean Kirby goes onto the bench for Curtis Sheridan. Last time these sides played, the Cowboys had 12-0, 10-0 early or something. They mainly ended up putting 50 on them. That was without Tom Trbojevic. The Cowboys are very hard to tip here, and obviously I'll be cheering the Cowboys on and going for them. But I am going to tip Manly in this game. Good luck to NRL Vid 090 and Paddy G, by the way. 2 rugby league YouTubers who I'm good friends with. Good luck on Saturday night, lads. But I can't tip the Cowboys here. I just can't tip them. I think Manly will be a little bit too good for the Cowboys on Saturday night. I'm going to go Manly, though, not by a whole lot. I'm going to go Manly by 12. Manly to win 32 points to 20. And I'm going to go Reuben Garrick to score 2 tries. Garrick for a double on Saturday night. Manly to beat the Cowboys 32 points to 20 up there in Townsville. Let's move on to the other game on Saturday night, which is at 7:35 p.m. up there at Sunshine Coast Stadium. It is the South Sydney Rabbitohs up against the St. George Illawarra Dragons. South Sydney will probably finish third on the ladder at this stage. Well, they will finish third. For this game, though, the Rabbitohs, they are $1.75 favourites. The Dragons are at $2.10. Saturday night, 7:30, this game is at. Souths are resting a lot of players as well. Reynolds is out. Cook, Gagai, Liam Knight, Burgess, Cody Walker, all rested. Latrell suspended. For the Dragons, Lomax is out with a broken thumb, so Gerard Bill comes into the centres. This is hard to pick because the Dragons last week, they had the Cowboys on the ropes and they just blew it. Now, Souths are resting a lot of players. This is going to be a tight game, I think, regardless. I think the Dragons can cause an upset. The Rabbitohs are resting literally the whole team. So, if the Dragons can't win this, then, that would be really disappointing. So, I think the Dragons will win this one on Saturday night in a real tight one. I'm going to go the Dragons by 2. 20 points to 18. I reckon Jack Bird can score a try at any time for the Dragons. So, Dragons to win by 2. on Saturday night, and Jack Bow to score a try at any stage. Let's move on to Sunday afternoon. First game at 2 o'clock at Cbus Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. It is the Gold Coast Titans up against the New Zealand Warriors. The Gold Coast are $1.30. The Warriors at $3.75. Now, like I said, if Canberra and Cronulla both lose, the Gold Coast know what they have to do. The Gold Coast still no Ash Failure, so he won't be playing in this game. Thank God. As for the Warriors, Bunty Afoa is out, and along with Chad Townsend. So Adam Pompey comes into the reserves along with who else is in the reserves? Jack Murphy's in the reserves along with Jazz Tavaga. Shinohouse Taveta returns in the halves as well for the Warriors. The Gold Coast may have something to play for here. This game could become very interesting come Sunday, but the Titans have lost 3 in a row. They've lost their confidence. They lost to Souths, Melbourne, and Newcastle the last 3 weeks. They have dropped off really bad. The Warriors, they've been competitive. Last week against Canberra, they probably messed up a little bit late in that game. But, you know, I think the Warriors win and win well here. The Gold Coast have really lost their confidence. I think their confidence is shot. And I don't know if they can get up for this game. They've dropped their confidence. Last week would have talked a lot out of them. So I reckon the Warriors will win, and I reckon they'll win well on Sunday. I think the Warriors can put a score on the Gold Coast up there. So I'm going to go the Warriors here, 34 points to 10. I reckon the Warriors will put a score on the Gold Coast, and I'm going to go a Reece Walsh double on Sunday afternoon. Warriors to win really well against the Gold Coast on Sunday afternoon. Now, the final game of the round is being played at Redcliffe on Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock. The West Tigers versus the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Jesus Christ, this is going to be a really, really bad game. I hope it's good, but I don't think anyone will get any pleasure out of this game on Sunday. Tigers, Dogs. Tigers at $1.45. Dogs at $2.75. It doesn't matter who wins because both teams are looking forward to Mad Monday. I suppose whichever team stays the most sober will probably win. These two sides only played about 4 weeks ago, and it was a high-scoring game, and the Tigers ended up getting the job done there, 28 points to 16. But I have no idea which way to go here. This game could literally go either way, but I'm going to go the Tigers. Absolutely no confidence. Tigers to win. I'm going to go Tigers by 8, 24 points to 16. And I reckon Stefano, the big front rower Stefano, is destroying people lately. I reckon he can score try at any time for the Tigers. Tigers to win by 8, 24 points to 16. So, guys, they're my tips for round 25 of the NRL, the final round of the season, until the finals next week. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know your tips in the comment section below. Good luck to your team. Hope your team gets up. And thanks for watching, lads. See you guys in the next one. And fuck the Gold Coast and fuck the Storm. See you later.